Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about how to create the ultimate work mindset. How to get your work narrative to work for you. Today we're going to cover the definition of success, hard work, smart work, aligned work, creating a mission statement, changing your narrative, and finally, your homework. So let's get into it. First off, we're going to talk about your definition of success when it comes to work. Now, for many people, this is often the physical things, whether that's a promotion, a certain amount of money, a house, a car, certain luxuries that you get to have. This is what we equate work success with. However, there is also a non-physical aspect that we need to consider. And these are things like the joy it brings you, the love that you feel, the purpose behind it. Because actually the non-physical things are going to make your work life much more fulfilling than the physical things will. That's why you'll find many people that have work success or physical success aren't necessarily always the happiest people, because it's not always with purpose, they don't always feel fulfilled, and they don't necessarily have anyone to share it with, which then makes the physical aspects of your work mindset and what you're working towards isn't actually fulfilling what it is that you really and truly want. So here we need to get clear on what your definition of success is, what that entails, both physical and non-physical. It's okay to want the physical things, but I think what happens is we get fixated on it and there's so much more to it. So here is where we're going to broaden our horizons so that you can see that yes, there's a physical side and there are all these things and experiences that I want, and in order for me to have them and keep them and also feel great while having them, I also need all of these non-physical aspects too. Now we have a better idea of your definition of success, we can now work on the ideal mindset. So let's start with hard work. Hard work is essentially you putting in the effort, the time, the care, the consistency, and having the discipline to see whatever it is you want through. It is basically devoting and dedicating yourself towards something. And those qualities are amazing and important. However, these days, a lot of people are dedicating themselves to things that are not necessarily good for them or right for them. A lot of people have now taken on this quote of hard work gets you far, or you'll make a lot of money that way. So they've now gone ahead and done that in something that doesn't resonate with them. Relating it back to our definition of success, a lot of people that end up going down this route and just working hard and getting all the physical things is because they've equated that definition of success to let me just work hard and get all of these things. Then realizing that that's not led to their fulfillment, they find that actually the hard work aspect wasn't everything that they needed. There was actually more to it. Plus, there's plenty of people out here working hard, but not necessarily feeling fulfilled or achieving their goals. And that's because working hard is just an element of it. It's not the entirety of what you need to do when it comes to your work mindset. Take Betty, for example. She is someone that works overtime in 3 jobs, super hard working, the definition of hard working. But she's spread herself too thin, she's going in all kinds of directions, and all it's led to is her burnout. Betty teaches us that with no aim, no direction, and no purpose, that hard work doesn't necessarily equate to you going far, that there is more to it. And then we have Tim. Tim is a farmer, and he is also hardworking. He distributes feed to his crops by hand, which causes him to have to work for weeks on end tirelessly. He's super hardworking. However, the very same thing that Tim's doing, he can find a way to do it much quicker and more efficiently. He then discovers that he can have a tractor that distributes this feed that will allow him to do his exact same job within an hour that's been taking him a week to do. This version has now learned that hard work needs smart work too. Smart work is when you've learnt to understand that there's an efficiency and an education aspect to you carrying out any work that you're doing. It's also super important that within smart work that we're being super present with what we're doing. As a result, this is allowing you to do more work in less time, which then exposes you to the opportunity and the freedom to either explore other topics, projects, and things that you want to do, or maybe that's just spending more time with loved ones. Thanks to smart work, it's going to allow you to feel more fulfilled in your life because you have space and room area for you to grow, but also to create space and time for the things that you want to within your life. The people that are working smart have hacked the work mindset one step further. Then we have aligned work. Now, the people that practice aligned work are those that are generally quite heart-led. They do it with a passion and purpose and care, and to add value in some way to the world. These people don't just look at it as a job, they look at it as a career, and they let that career be driven by their mission. So when someone is being driven by a mission, they are a lot more motivated, fulfilled, and focused, which then helps all the other aspects too. So how do you have a mission statement? A mission statement describes what you want and how you're going to fulfill these long-term aspirations, whilst whatever it is that you're doing is consistently connecting you to your highest self. It's the why behind what you do. And it comes in 3 sections when you're making it. So firstly, you need to think about what value you're bringing. Secondly, who or what it's for. And thirdly, the benefit behind what you're doing. So if we're going to bring back our friend Tim, for example, he's a farmer. The value that he brings is he wants to create organic produce that the benefit will then be to expand the lifespan of humanity. That could be his mission. Then to give you a real life example, I'm going to use Oprah Winfrey's mission statement. And hers is to be a teacher who inspires her students to become more than they thought they could be. My mission statement is to enjoy life whilst learning, growing, and sharing, tapping into my authentic self to serve the rise of the collective consciousness. Now, I know that one's really complicated, so I also have a simple version, which is to be a content creator that inspires others to be their authentic selves. Now, just to make it clear for you all, the medium to which you practice what you do in your life may change, and allow yourself that expansion. Personally, this is why I have 2 mission statements. I just find it easier that way. So if that's helpful for you, you can also do that. But if it's not, you can just have 1. But for me, the reason I have 2 is because 1 is a more overarching statement, which is the more complicated one. And that is pretty much throughout any work I'll ever do in my life. And the other one's more specific to what I'm doing currently, which is content creation. And that's my passion and my avenue that I'm doing a lot of the things that I'm doing at the moment. So that just helps me feel a bit more expansive because I have 1 that's for the now and 1 that's like an overall statement. I just wanted to remind you of that because there's people out there like myself who are multi-passionate, multi-talented, and don't want to necessarily be boxed into a certain name. So if you're that kind of person, you might benefit from having these overarching mission statements and a specific one because it just helps you feel more expansive. And now it's time for you to go and write your mission statement. Now we're going to talk about changing the narrative. So in order for us to change the narrative, we need to understand which order we need to practice these certain work mindsets. So first off, it needs to be aligned. Then you're going to have the smart, and then you're going to have the hard work. The reason that we do it in this order is because you're driving with purpose and motivation and mission. Then we have assessed and realized the quickest, easiest, best way for us to do it. And then we put the self-discipline and the hard work behind what it is that we want to do. These things in this order is going to help you achieve your goals much quicker, much easier, and also much more fulfilling. Bringing back my friend Tim. He now has a mission statement to why he's doing what he's doing, which motivates him to want to do it even more. Then he has a smart way of working where he's using the tractor, which is causing him to have to work less hours and be more productive, which then he can either create even more produce, which expands his horizons, or he can just focus on the quality of what he's currently producing, which is going to make his product that much better. He's then carrying out the hard work behind what he's doing by having presence, self-discipline, and showing up consistently. This is how Tim is winning in his business. He's booming in life, and he's doing well whilst also fulfilling a mission and a service that's helping him feel great about himself as well. This is how we create a healthy and successful work mindset. Now, I want you to think of it this way. Hard work is the basic consciousness level. This is what a lot of people are currently practicing. Smart work is the intermediate consciousness level, which some people are practicing. Aligned work is advanced consciousness level, which even fewer people are practicing. But I want you to be the percentage of people that is even above that, with the combination of all three of these mindsets, creating the best outcomes, which has then become the ultimate consciousness mindset. That's the level I want you to be on. You're going to be like the 2% of the world. And we're going to create that 2% to become even higher, to like 10, 15, 20, 30%, because we are expansive beings. Human beings are made to evolve. So if we're made to evolve, we are made for expansion. So it's only right that we have a work mindset that's going to make us feel expansive. And that brings us to your homework. So firstly, I want you to really sit with yourself and create your mission statement. Hang it up somewhere in your room so you're reminded every day of what your why is. Let that be your motivation to keep going in whatever you're doing. Number 2, I want you to create columns where you write hard work, smart work, and aligned work. The reason I want you to do this is because I want you to see each and every avenue that you need to do in order to achieve your goals. So whatever goals that you have set for yourself, go back and do these columns so that you can create the ultimate game plan for you to be able to achieve all of these goals in whatever work that you want to do. Then number 3, I want you to come back next week and do the meditation here with me, because that's going to help you also energetically align yourself with this new ultimate work mindset. If you found this video helpful, click that subscribe button for new videos every week. Like and comment down below and let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to share your journey with me by DMing me or tagging me on my social media. All the links are below and I would love to hear from you. Remember, we're in this together, we've got this, and I love you.